Namaste yogis, have yourself a bolster, block and a strap available and at hand for your practice today. We're going to do a full body opening, lengthening, a little bit of strength work, and it's not going to be too long, so a nice half hour practice to use at any point throughout your day, especially really good in the morning or mid-afternoon to give you that real big boost. Okay, so we're going to start at the tops of our mats. Let me just tip you up a little bit. Don't think you can see my head. So tops of our mats as we start. Feet are either going to be, toes are going to be together with the heels apart, or take the feet about hips width apart, more or less, okay? So just close the eyes and take a moment just to roll the shoulders. Grow through the crown of the head. And let's bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing forward. Lift all 10 toes off your mat and spread them, really fan them down onto the earth. Tucking the tail, lifting up through the fronts of the legs, growing a little bit more through the crown. Maybe see if you can lift the sides of the ribs higher without lifting the shoulders, without puffing the chest. Lengthen that a little bit more and grow tall. As we stand here in mountain pose in Tadasana, feel yourself strong, see yourself strong. Acknowledging any thoughts that come to surface, any emotions at all. Can we notice the movement in our body as we stand with the eyes closed? Can we visualize the energy that we can actively feel? Maybe in the palms of our hands, the soles of the feet, the beating of the heart. One more breath here. And reach the arms up, take a breath in. Gaze up towards the hands in a prayer, keeping the tail tucked. Just lengthen a little bit more away with the torso, so mini back bend. We're not sticking the bum out, arching the back, we're lifting up and away. Take another breath in to central your body, or center your body. And as you breathe out, take a forward fold, bringing the hands down onto the mat. Spread the feet out a little bit wide if you need to. Lifting up through the backs of the legs and through the fronts of the knees. Allowing the head to slowly drop, slowly release down. Maybe take hold of opposite elbows if that feels nice here. Deep breaths in, full breaths out. Okay, planting the hands onto the mat, bend the knees. Take a halfway lift, fingertips to the earth or hands to shins, breathe in. And as you breathe out, take the feet back to a down dog. Mounting the heels down, softening the knees, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Middle fingers are going to be pointing more or less to the top corners of your mat. Spreading the collarbones. Drawing the shoulder blades down the back so we don't find ourselves with the shoulders close to our ears. Tummy button drawn towards the back body. Lovely. From here we're going to inhale the left leg up. So not too high. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring that left foot in between the hands onto the floor. And we're going to flatten the right foot down. Heels are either side of an imaginary line, and bring yourself up to a warrior one. So lifting the arms up, squaring the hips. If you need to, maybe shorten your stance so you can draw your right hip forward, left hip back, so that the body's not opening out to the side. Sink down, drop the shoulders, tuck the tail, and lift through the sides of the waist. Spread the toes. Maybe you can lift all 5 toes off the back foot, off the mat, and fan them back down. Lovely. 2 more breaths. Hands are going to come down to the earth, either side of that left foot, and take your left leg back, down dog. One more breath here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to lift the right leg up, not too high, keep the hips square. Breathing in. Breathing out. Right foot in between the hands, left foot flattens onto the floor. Toe heel the right foot out a little bit, just so you can get a bit more of a wider stance. Bending into the front knee, reach the arms up. Following that long line all the way down the left side of the body here. So let's just focus on that left side for the moment, then we'll get onto the right. Feel that length from the back of the left heel to the tips of the left fingers. Let's see if you can lift or actively lift all 10 toes and push into the outer edge of that left foot. So if you're a little bit like me and you tend to roll into the ankle a bit, push into the outer edge and then bend into the front knee, finding that strength through the right side of the body, that lift and that length. One more breath. Hands come down to the earth, framing the front foot. Right leg goes back, down dog. Let's take our first vinyasa. So make sure your down dog is nice and long. Breathing into a plank. Option, pop the knees down, hug the tummy in. And as you breathe out, lower the body all the way down, hug the elbows into the side waist. Take just a cobra here, baby cobra. Breathing in, pushing the tops of the feet down, lift up through the fronts of the knees. Breathe out, take a child's pose, all the way back. Now let's breathe into the back space of the ribs. Three more breaths. Maybe you can check in with an intention now. If you've set one, or if you haven't set one, now's a really good time. Okay, up onto hands and knees, downward facing dog. Walk the hands and the feet together, wherever you want to meet on your mat. And we're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Reach the arms up once you get to the top. Deep breath in, maybe that mini back bend. Hands through prayer, heart space. Lovely. Okay, standing onto the right leg, we're going to lift the left leg up. So find that grounding and that stability through the right foot, growing, keep growing and growing up through the crown of the head. And now you're going to bring the outside of that left ankle just to tuck onto the top of that right, just above the right knee, flexing the left foot, and I'm going to turn to face towards you so you can see. I'm going to come into a figure 4 pose. So, here. Bend into that right knee, tuck in the tail, make sure you can see the toes beyond your legs here. Breathe. If you'd like to, maybe reach the arms up here. 2 more breaths. Pushing through that right leg, lifting all the way up. You're going to take hold of that left foot, either use a strap, or if you can hold on to the left foot with the left hand, please do. Keeping that right knee soft, we're going to take dancer pose. So tip forward, kick that back foot into the back hand, reaching all the way. So we're growing and we're reaching through the heart space and through the fingertips of that right hand. Maybe you can take it a little bit lower, a little bit higher with the leg. One more breath. Push into the leg. Lift yourself up and hug your left knee in. Nice and tall. Lots of work for that right leg for the balance. Lots and lots. Alright, take the left foot back. Crescent moon lunge. So back heel is lifted off the floor. Back knee, don't worry if you can't get the leg straight. Main thing, hips are square to the top of the mat. So your hips are in line with the top 2 corners of your mat. Okay, reach the arms up. Deep breath in. Breathe out, sink down. And now you're going to bend into that left knee, pop the left knee onto the floor, untuck the toe, and then bring the hands into prayer. And the fingertips are going to face behind you, opening the elbows out wide, drawing the shoulder blades down the back without puffing the chest. Squeeze the left butt cheek so you're getting a nice stretch along your left psoas, your hip flexor, but we're opening through the chest without puffing. One more breath. Arms lift up, keep the hands into prayer, breathing in. As you breathe out, your prayer comes to your heart, and you're going to bring your left elbow towards your right knee, the outer right thigh. Just going to swap the mic over, I'm not squishing. And see if you can bring your heart to your prayer. So, option, you can keep the legs how they are, or tuck the toe behind and lift into a revolved lunge here. So I'm going to face you, so I'm aware that you can't see what I'm doing if I'm facing that way. So either here, which is my preference today, or if you want to take it further, lifting up this way. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Lovely. Reaching the arms up. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Bring the hands down onto the inside of that right leg. Toe heel the right foot to the right edge of the mat. I'm going to come into a lizard lunge. So, front foot can be turned out slightly, definitely, whatever feels best. And we're growing, once again, growing through the crown of the head, reaching forward with the heart as well. Tucking the chin a little bit if you find that the chin is lifting up quite a lot. Just follow that length, that long line of the spine. One more breath here. And when you've taken that breath, you're going to take yourself back to a down dog. However you want to get there is fine. If you'd like to vinyasa, come with me. If you'd like to stay where you are, pedal the feet a bit, maybe take a child's pose, go ahead and do that. So vinyasa, breathing in, into plank. Breathe out, chaturanga dandasana. Cobra or an up dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, Down dog. Oh, nice clicks from my toes there. That was really nice. Okay, walking the hands and the feet together. Roll up through the body. Nice and gentle. Reach the arms up, breathing in. Maybe a back bend if you'd like to. Exhale, hands through to prayer. Let's take the weight onto that left leg this time. So standing nice and tall. Energy still through this right foot as well. So we don't want to just leave it dangling. You can have it flexed or you can have it like pointing down or really get those toes into it. Up to you. I like to have yogi toes. Okay, right ankle to left thigh, just above the knee. Sink down. Figure 4 pose. So just sit down into your 4 chair. Option with the arms. Reach them up. Make sure you can see your toes of your left foot. So you don't find your knees are coming really far forward. Maybe you can sit up a little bit taller. And then sink down a little bit lower. One more breath. You've got this. Push through that left foot. Take hold of the right foot with the right hand or use your strap. Dancer pose. Kick the right foot into the right hand. Reach the left arm forward. Tummy tight. Be mindful not to lock your standing leg. Maybe take it a little bit higher. Fold down a little bit lower. I haven't got the balance on this side today. One more breath. And then bring that right knee through and hug the knee in here. Still lifting through that left leg, feel a little bit of a burn. Taking the right leg back to a crescent moon lunge, stepping it back. Toes of the back foot are still spread, the heels nice and high. Reach the arms up, crescent moon lunge, drop the shoulders. Lift through your heart here. Start lowering yourself down, slowering. Right knee pops onto the floor. Untuck the toes, hands into prayer. Bring your prayer behind your head. Elbows are reaching out, tuck the tail. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Maybe check in and just see if you can visualize the crown of your head stacked above the throat, throat stacked above the heart space, and the heart above the base of the spine. Okay, reach the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down into prayer into your heart space. And we're going to bring the right elbow this time over to our left leg. Rotating the heart upwards towards the sky. See if we can bring our heart close towards or in line with our prayer. Option, tuck the back toe and lift the knee up. 3 breaths. Oh, I'm so wobbly today, sorry. Lovely, there's our last one. Let's unravel, reach the arms up, breathing in. Breathe out, bring the hands down to the earth. And let's take that lizard lunge. So, nice long stance with the legs growing through the crown of the head, reaching with the heart. Any movement is welcome here as well. So if you'd like to rock side to side, forward and back, maybe some circles of the hips, you go for it. Last breath here. Tuck the toe at the back. Take yourself back. Down dog, however you want to get there is fine. vinyasa here if you would like to. So breathing in through plank, option knees down. Breathe out, lower down, cobra or an up dog. Breathe in, breathe out, down dog. Alright, let's take the feet mats width apart. Feet turned out. This is where if you've got a block or a bolster, and you usually use one for your malasana, grab hold of that now. You can also use something to support the heels as well. So we're going to squat down. Take whatever movement that feels good here. So I always like to take a little sway from side to side, maybe open up through the heart a bit more. Just to start really settling down. And then we're going to find stillness. Hands to prayer in line with the heart. And then we're going to grow. So if you find that your knees are quite close to your shoulders, see if you can lift yourself up, even if that means that you're using a block. Not to rely on your weight, but just to give you a little bit more support here, then do. We want to be lifting and lengthening. It's up to you as well how wide you want to take the feet. Everyone's different, everyone's body is different. Lovely. And check in with your feet as well. If you find that you're rolling onto the insides of the feet, maybe you've taken the feet a little bit too wide. Maybe you can just rock forward and back just to see, give yourself a little bit of opportunity to trust your body. Last breath here. Hands come down to the floor. Take a forward fold, give the legs a wiggle out. And then we're going to just come onto our bottoms. So if you want to vinyasa through and then step your legs through and come down, you can. Or just come onto your bum. Extend the legs away. Okay, give the ankles a roll. Sitting nice and tall through the body. Close the eyes. And the other way with the ankles. Let's settle down onto our backs. So, holding behind the thighs, nice and tall. We're just going to roll down vertebra by vertebra. And then reach the arms up. Lovely. Hug both knees in one by one as you bring them in. Take a rock from side to side, any other movement. Okay, hugging the left knee. Gently extend the right leg down onto the floor, flexing the foot. Relax the shoulders. If you find that this feels better using a strap, then grab a strap. Back of the neck wants to remain nice and long. So if you had lasers coming out of your eyes would be beaming those laser lights directly to the ceiling above you. And let's take a twist. So right hand to left knee, left arm opens out to the side. And roll over to your right. Just move my microphone pouch out the way. Slowly come back to center. And interlace the fingers around the back of the left leg. and extend the left leg up, just pointing and flexing the foot. Again, you can use a strap here if you'd like to. And some ankle circles. And the other way. And release that leg down, nice and gently. Hug the right knee in. Back of the neck long, back of the head heavy. Shoulders evenly weighted. And then take your spinal twist. Right leg across the body. Use the support of a bolster or a block if you need to, underneath your right knee. Start bringing yourself back to center. Interlace the fingers around that right thigh. Or use a strap. Extend the right leg. Pointing and flexing. Fluid, equal breath in and out. And then some circles of that right ankle. And the other way. And extend that right leg down. Coming into your Shavasana. Now, as this is a shorter practice today, Shavasana, I'm going to leave all of us here where we are. It's up to you how long you want to take resting. I'd like to take this moment to remind you that you are all more than your body, more than your mind, more than your thoughts. You're worth every bit of joy, love, comfort, and support. From my heart, I thank you for joining me with this practice. May you be safe, may you be happy, healthy, and at peace. Namaste.